The border wall between the United States and Mexico is a misguided solution to a vastly misunderstood problem. The border wall will simply not work. The border wall assumes that illegal immigration happens through the crossing of a wall, which is just misguided. In 2017 alone, 700,000 illegal immigrants overstayed their visas. This means that they never crossed the border, they never had to cross the border because they overstayed a visa. A work visa is a visa that someone can receive to work for example 6 months. But when you overstay those 6 months, those become years. And that's when you become an illegal immigrant. So in this case, building a wall is nothing. The wall will cost $21.6 billion, and that money will come from American taxpayers. So American taxpayers will be paying for a wall that will be built that will serve no purpose, a wall that will take their money and incentivize illegal visas. The Rio Grande Valley is a strip of land onto which the border wall is being built. This strip of land houses thousands of animals and plants that have thrived in the area for millions of years. Building a wall may not seem like an issue for wildlife, but it really is. A wall creates a large separation between bigger populations of animals. These big, healthy populations will be forced to shrink and split off into unhealthy, smaller ones. Their gene pools will be threatened because of inbreeding, and they will carry off very unhealthy offspring. This means that eventually, over time, a lot of these animals will die off. This happens a lot. Animals die off. It may not seem like a big issue, but when you take into account how biodiverse the area is, it's a big problem. The Rio Grande Valley houses 111 endangered species and 108 migratory birds. All of these animals will be threatened if a border wall is built. Some might still ask, why should I care? What does this have to do with me? Don't animals die off all the time? And even if they do, my safety comes first, doesn't it? Well, yes, your safety should come first, but your safety is not coming first when you're building a border wall. As I said before, the border wall will not benefit anyone living in the United States, and in fact will drain money. Putting that aside, the animals will be harmed, and this does harm us, even if it's just economically. The border states, those across the Rio Grande Valley, make about $26 billion from wildlife tourism alone. This means that if all of these animals die off, or if the area is restricted, those border states lose $26 billion. Keep that in mind, because as I said before, $21.6 billion is how much the wall will cost. So not only will southern taxpayers be losing out on a lot of money, they'll also have to pay for a wall that is taking that money from them, exacerbating the issue. The border wall solution is an oversimplification of what is a bigger problem. The wall seeks to end many complex issues without delving deep into the long-lasting impacts it could leave on the country, and especially on the wildlife. The wall will not deter illegal immigration, it will just change it. Those who want to illegally immigrate will find another way. But these animals have done nothing to us to be the victims of our political disputes. The biodiversity of the planet has been steeply declining because of our actions, which is why we should be the ones protecting what is left and restoring what we can. Building a wall will only get in the way of this.